Hello, everybody. I want to especially welcome every one of us that are here today. From my end here, it is good afternoon and maybe good evening to you from wherever you are joining from. I apologize for coming in late, and we will just get started. So, thank you so much for coming. So what do we have today? This is Eduthrive Consult, your one-stop shop for everything study abroad. So we are particularly known for promoting study in Canada, but we do other countries as well. And because of some policy changes about Canadian immigration, it's kind of making people to be hesitant about taking making Canada a study destination because policies are changing rapidly. Now, you don't have to suspend or um I mean change your study abroad vision if Canada is kind of not easily accessible at this time. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't explore other countries that may be available. So that's why for us, our goal is to always show you, um, places where these same opportunities are available. And today, our country in focus is Malta. Okay, so we will be talking about Malta. Um, I am still expecting our guest, but that's not going to stop us. If our guest is not here, we will still be able to have a good conversation about Malta. So, as you join, I would appreciate if you would say hi in the comment section and just tell us where you are joining from. Say hi to us and mention your city. Where are you joining us from? Okay. So Oladapo, welcome. Busari, I see you. Welcome. Yeah. So I will start by explaining, giving us an overview of Malta. A couple of people will say, Malta, where is that one? So Malta is an island country in southern Europe. It's located in the Mediterranean Sea, south of Italy and north of Libya. It is part of the EU, that is the European Union. And that's one thing that makes it a good destination. Because if you know about the EU, there is easy mobility and accessibility between all the countries. So if you have visa to say Malta, you can easily go to Italy, you can easily go to France because you will be using a Schengen visa. So with a Schengen visa, you have mobility all across Europe. So it's a good thing because you are not restricted or limited to just one country. If you do get a job, say after your study, you get a job in Germany or elsewhere, you can you can easily go. Okay. What are the other things we need to know about Malta as an international studies destination? It has quality education because it is in Europe. The educational system is good. So Malta may not rank the same as some A class European countries, maybe like a Germany, but that still doesn't mean that the educational quality is poor. So it has good educational standard. So that makes it a good destination. So if you cannot afford to study in the UK, then this becomes a pretty much closed alternative for you. There are top universities there. University of Malta, Malta College of Art, Science and Technology, American University of Malta. So there are popular universities there. Now, one thing that makes Malta a good alternative is the affordability in fees. The tuition and the cost of living is easy, more affordable. So the living expense for student per month ranges from 500 euros to like 1,000 euros. I mean, it's affordable because it may be impossible for you to spend 500 pounds as living expense in the UK. What are the other opportunities? There is study work. So every international student is able to work part-time 20 hours a week, just like is obtainable in other countries. The visa and admission process is not so difficult. So if you are comparing it to the US or Canada, getting study visa, it's not that easy. We all know that. So for most of these European countries, and especially Malta, it is not as difficult. What else? Students are able to get post-study work permit, just as is obtainable in the UK or Canada. So you get a work permit after graduation. What else? So a beautiful thing about it is that it has a very good weather. So it warm summer and mild winters, which if you live in Canada, you would know that if they say a winter is warm or it's mild in some places, then that makes a good difference because winter in Canada can be very, very cold. Yeah, so that is a summary of things that we need to know about Malta. Okay, so if you do have questions, please and please help us put it there in the comment section. Okay, so let your questions start coming in. We are trying to add our guests, but I'll still continue as they do that. Um, so I want to go through the specifics now about the schools we are promoting and what they offer. So the schools we are promoting, the tuition for medicine. So if you have a child who is interested in studying medicine in Malta, the tuition is 6,000 euros per year. And the medicine program is for 6 years. So 6,000 just tuition for medicine. We also have bachelors in business administration. The tuition for that is 4,000 euros. 4,000 euros, and it is a 4-year program. We have Masters in Business Administration, that's MBA. MBA tuition is 4,000 euros, 4,500 euros, and the program is for 2 years. So for a lot of matured students who are interested in relocating, this program is a good one for you to use. In Canada today, MBA, the cheapest MBA we have is about 18,000 Canadian dollars a year. But for this one in Malta, it is 4,500 euros. So, which is pretty much affordable for 2 years. So, all graduate students who are interested in using this as a pathway to relocate, this is a good one. Now, what else do we need to know? We have most of the schools have payment plan where you do not have to put down all the payments all at once. You can pay in installments. So if you speak with us, we will be able, to give you more information about that. Okay, so there is payment plan, and one other service that we offer is that um we are able to assist with visa application. So if you want to go to Malta, we are able to help you handle everything from getting admission to the school, not just getting the admission. Yeah, so somebody is asking, how do we reach out to you? So for you to reach out to us, please send us WhatsApp message and I'm going to give you the number now. So, okay, let me put the number here. So you can chat with us on WhatsApp on this number that I'm putting here. Yeah, so that is the number where you can reach us from. So if you check the chat area, you're going to see um yeah, so that's the number. So send us WhatsApp message on that number and we'll be able to give you more information. So let me have more questions, please, on this Malta. Um, so you will pay 450 euros for visa application and then to reserve your accommodation. So, like I was saying, that we are able to handle all the stages for you, right from applying to the school, getting you an offer. Also, after you have gotten the offer, helping you with your visa application and any other assistance you will need, like reserving accommodation for you in Malta, so that when you get there, you would have a place to at least stay in the interim. So with 450 euros, you are able to do that. So the question I have there is, how long does it take for the LOA to be given? Okay, LOA, that is the letter of acceptance. The LOA should be out in so the minimum processing time for all of this is 8 weeks. So 8 weeks is the processing time. From the time you engage our service, and then of course we give you the LOA, and then you are supposed to arrange for your tuition deposit. What else? Post-study visa. After your graduation, you will be given 1 year post-study visa to explore for job opportunities in Malta. One big question that people will normally ask is, if I want to study in Malta, can I go with my family? Now, this is something that is common across the EU. The universities there do not give work permits to the spouses of a student. So if you are a student, you will go to Malta as a student. Now, if you want to carry your family along with you, if you have the funds, you can do that. But your partner would not have a work permit to be able to work. So that means that you you are the only one that is a student and you're able to work 20 hours a week while your partner is not going to work. Some families are able to do this because they are going with a lot of money. But for the average student, that is not going to be possible because the money is not really that much. So the advice is that if you are going for an 18-month program or a 2-year program, you as a student will go. And then when you get an employment after you have graduated, that's when you can now move your family, because at that time your spouse will have a work visa. So the way things are going all across the globe, it is good that you are able to carry your family along with you. But the reality is that most countries are not allowing that at the moment. Um, because they are not allowing that, do you want to use that um to hinder or stop your own goal of being able to go and study abroad? Think about it. Or you will raise enough money. So if you want to go with your family, we can still help you to achieve that in the UK. You can still go to UK for a master's program with your entire family. That is still available if you can afford the funds. If you want to come to Canada with your family, that is still possible if you can afford it. So now, if you cannot afford to pay to go to those destinations where you will be able to carry your family along, that is the UK or Canada, then there is Malta, where you can go to school and then later on bring your family. I mean, just wait. It's about your pros and cons. If you have money, you'll be able to get this. If you don't have enough money, this is what is available. I mean, so we wish that all countries will just open and say that everybody, oh, bring your family as you're coming, oh, and it is so cheap. So um so the people that will really benefit from offers like this, young people, if you are not yet married, what are you waiting for? You are not yet married, the thing is affordable, there is no family to say, I want to carry my children, I want to carry my spouse. You are a fresh graduate. This is a very fantastic opportunity for you. And after you are done, if you do not want to settle down in Malta, the whole EU is your oyster. You can move anywhere that you want to move to. So, does it have age limit? No, there are no age limits. No age limit, no study gap. Some universities, some schools we have study gap. They are going to say if you just graduated, if you have graduated for up to 20 years, you cannot attend. For some of these schools, we don't have all those limitations and restrictions. So it will be assessed on a case by case basis. So let us speak with us. Let's hear your own peculiarity. Maybe you will say, "Oh, I'm 50 years old. I my last degree was obtained 35 years ago," or whatever. And on a case by case basis, if we speak with you, assess your own, peculiar situation, we are able to give you better advice or better guidance on how to go about it. So, if this is not suitable for you because the destination you want is where you can actually carry your family along, do well to help us share this information with um people who are willing to go without taking their family along at the very first instant, or your younger friends and family members who are not yet married and who carrying family along is not a big deal for. Okay, so do I still have more information? More questions, sorry. I'm looking to see if I have more questions. Yeah. So what are the courses that we have? Please reach out to us if there is a particular course you have in mind that that you're interested in, then we are going to check the schools for you and see if they have it. If they don't have your own particular course of interest, then um we will give you alternatives. We'll be able to suggest alternatives for you. So Malta is a very good destination, and it is the affordability for me. So if you are in Nigeria and you all you have now you can muster is like 8 million naira. If that's what you can put together, Malta becomes a place you can begin to explore, because with that money you can actually start. If you have just 8 million naira, to talk about Canada, it's not even going to get you anywhere. Or you want to talk about the US, it's not going to get you anywhere. Because by the time you change that money, it has become so small. So I encourage us to reach out to us. Our number has been pinned there in the chat. Visa approval rate, and what's the requirement for admission processing and visa application. Visa approval rate is very good. Visa approval rate is very good. However, if you have made deposit to the school and your visa for whatever reason was denied, you are going to get your refund. So your tuition fee will be refunded back to you. So it's not a loss that, the money I've paid to the school has gone. So just like there is nobody that can give you an assurance of visa and say it is 100% guaranteed. Even for UK, where it is like almost 100%, there are still refusals. There are still refusals, just that the refusals are not a lot. So as an agency, we are not going to give you that 100% assurance and say, "Oh, don't worry, once you go through us, visa is guaranteed." No, nobody can guarantee visa. But we can tell you that the approval rates are high. And in the eventuality that for any reason your visa is denied, you are going to be able to get your refund from the school. What are the requirements for admission? Normal requirements. So if you are going for undergraduate, you are going to need your NECO or your WAEC results. Malta is English speaking. So that's one other advantage for us. Most of the countries in Europe, they do not speak English. So if you are talking about Germany or France or Italy, they don't speak English. So Malta, they speak English, eh? So you don't need to translate your result or anything like that. So you come with your results. Um, if you are going for higher degrees like masters or the MBA, you need your first degree. A 2-2 is okay to do masters. Some people will ask, can I use a third class? Um, third class for masters is usually not easy to get, but if you reach out and then we know the course you want to do, we could try for you. So what about HNDs? Can I use HND? Um, Korede, I know you are online. Do, can they use HND for an MBA in Malta? Please put the answer in the comment if you know. Is there a need for credential evaluation? No, you do not need to do WES. So you don't need to do WES evaluation. Just come with your transcript. So we will need your transcript for higher degree. We need your certificate and then your transcript. Yeah. Mother S, thank you for all your questions. So they are they are really helpful because there are some things that I wouldn't have remembered to mention if not for those questions. So let's see if there are more questions coming in. I'm still expecting. So do we? Can they use HND? So I'm still waiting for that answer. Okay, so if you reach out to us with any, yes, so they said HND is accepted. Good. So HND is accepted. You can use HND for the MBA. And that's a good one. You wouldn't need to do any conversion. So for most universities in the UK, you want to do a master's, sometimes they would say you should do a pre-master's. It's only few schools that would take HND directly into a master's program. So yeah, HND is accepted. So if there are no more questions, I would want to say a big thank you to everyone that joined, because I know we came very late. So our number again has been pinned up there in the chat. So we'll appreciate speaking to you more about this and let all your questions come in. So if there are no more questions, we'll just be signing out now. Thank you. So let me just wait 1 minute and see if any more questions will come in. Then I'll be off. So thank you so much for joining. And we look forward to helping you package your Malta applications. So thank you. Thank you so much. So bye.